Hey everyone, this is a quick hit on vibrato. I haven't put anything out in a little while, so I just had a bout of sickness and it's just kind of a weird month. So, but I wanted to talk a little bit about vibrato and a good way to develop vibrato, good vibrato, and just a couple things that you can do. There are some videos out there. I don't remember who put this out there, and I don't remember which videos I learned this from or which video I learned it from or whatever, but one of the techniques is actually in your glottal stop. So the practice is really just to go. So you're taking in air, and then you're closing off your glottal stop, and periodically or every other beat or whatever. I don't know. You're like that. Well, that's good to start with, and it's a good starting point. It's a good way to kind of get into it. But as you develop it, it becomes more like this. So what happens is, as you do this, as you develop this technique, it goes from being up in the back of your tongue, like the just kind of forward, to more back and deeper. It's just like down more, like when I play in my vibrato, comes more from down here, deeper, and it's I guess I should kind of. So it's really, I mean, I'm not hitting the inside of my throat, the parts inside of my, I don't know how else to put that. They're not hitting each other. So it's I started out with the, I can't even do it anymore. But what I would do is dry without the harp. I would practice that until it became kind of to the point to where I didn't have to do that crap back there anymore. It just more or less became kind of the opening and closing of the pass of the airway. Not really closing, but more like a flex. And one of the things that really helped me, I talked about this in a very lengthy, and I wanted to thank one of the guys that actually watched my first video. He said, "Hey, come on, man, get to the point." He's right, too long. But one of the things that I did mention in that video was this whole thing where you take the two draw, hold it for a few beats, let everything out, and then draw, and then hold it for a couple of 6-7 beats. I picked that up off of one of Adam Gusso's videos, and it really helped. I would go out to the garage every night for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and just do that. Just do that alone every night, and it really, really helped. What eventually happened was you get that tone, or you get that note, and that note comes consistently, and you're able to play it. And what you want is you want to make sure that as you're playing the note, you're playing it very consistent and even in tone, even in volume, even in tone, and consistent. And what eventually happens is, as that note strengthens, all of a sudden, all of these things start happening, and you begin to feel that it's easier to apply the vibrato. So it actually really helped me. I mean, it helped me both for a couple of things. It helped me to develop a more consistent and even tone, even in volume, and it also helped me to develop that that vibrato. So all right, and eventually what you can do is, and I suggest that as you start getting more developed with your vibrato, then you're going to take it to a metronome. One of the worst things that can happen is you get up and you go to play with people, and they're playing at a specific beat or time, they're in a specific time signature or whatever, and your vibrato is off the beat. It's either too fast or it's too slow, or it's just it makes it very difficult to kind of match things up, and it doesn't sound right. I wish I should have set my metronome up for this, but you get the point. I'm not even going to go into it. Maybe I'll do something else on that, but metronomes are extremely important anyway. So if you're not working with one of those, you really need to get one. They will improve. They just far and away improve everything about your playing, and it doesn't matter what instrument you're playing on that, by the way. Metronomes are an important part of practice. So vibrato. Eventually what happens is I've had people ask me how you get that three bend vibrato. So if you're going that three half-step bend, how do you get vibrato on a half-step bend? So if I go to the 3 half-step bend, that's happening in the throat, but there's also, you have to hold that bend. So, and another quick thing about the bend is a lot of beginners, like when you start bending, as the bend happens, you forget to breathe, or the airflow stops, or you stop the airflow. Make sure with all of this stuff, consistency in the airflow in or out for your notes. If you do that, then everything in here begins to do what it is that you want. I mean, you do everything else from inside the mouth, but the breathing has to stay consistent. Okay, that's bar none. But the 3 half step. So that's pretty much all I have. If there's any questions, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to help. Oh, by the way, this was a C. I should have said this in the beginning. It's a C Marine Band Deluxe, key of C. So have a great day, guys. If there's any questions, and I really want to thank everybody for the really cool feedback on some of these videos. I know I get a lot out of this, but any questions, let me know. All right, take care, have fun, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.